Okay, here we go.
I'm ready.
Cue the clown music. Actually, it's not the clown music. It's drunks on bicycles.
But it is clown music, let's be honest.
It is really clown music. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to episode 51. My name is Rachel. I am Treehouse Fiber Arts here on Instagram, YouTube, and on my website.
And my name is Sue, and I am Knit24 on Instagram and Legacy Fiber Arts on Instagram and everywhere else.
I never do it the same way, do I? And then you have to kind of follow and try and mimic me.
I know. It's just so nice, like, because you only have one spite. Oh, let's just start over. One spot. And I have like all the different names, and
yes,
people get very confused by us, but I feel like we cleared it up several times. But it is, let's be honest, it is confusing. We're in different places. We have different businesses. We merge for part of them.
I know. We're kind of like that family that has the like hyphenated last name, and we've merged two families together, and we have children from other marriages, and oh no,
or other businesses.
Okay, I don't know, but thanks for trying to figure us out. We appreciate it.
We do appreciate it. It makes me chuckle every time because it is confusing, and I totally understand how people are confused by it.
But maybe we should do a little recap. So Sue, now let's go back in history because we do have a lot of new people here. And I just want to welcome anyone who is new, because we've had a lot of new people join in since the last couple of episodes, and we just want to welcome you. Thank you for joining and subscribing. We had a lot of comments saying, I'm new here. I just saw you pop up in my feed and I'm a new subscriber. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Sue and I kind of met each other through the fiber arts world as knitters
many years ago.
Sue is a yarn dyer. When I met her, she was not dyeing yarn. She was on Periscope as a knitter extraordinaire, and I was a knitter, and we both had podcasts in knitting.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, she went back to stitching, and I was watching her stitching and knitting. And then she kind of drew me into the stitching world. And a couple of years ago, we decided to do a floss tube on top of our knitting.
Let's correct that. Paige decided we should do a floss tube.
Oh, that's right. Then there's another character in all of this. Her name is Paige, and she is our good friend, Paige the Framer, who is also a knitter. And she was coerced into including fiber or yarn into her framing business.
Yep. And that's how I met her, because she reached out and wanted to carry our yarns. Oh. And I did meet her in Periscope, but then we really connected when she wanted to have our yarn shop. Yeah.
Ah, that's so funny. And Paige has still to this day a wonderful floss tube, or not floss tube, a wonderful
YouTube video.
Podcast. So anyway, a couple of years ago, Sue and I said, let's do a floss tube after Paige put a little, I don't know, what do you call it? She made us do it, basically. Yeah. I'm glad she did.
Words are so hard to come by for me right now. Like, I know what I want to say, but it never comes out.
Yeah. See, it's very convoluted. But then fast forward a few months into this whole thing, we have enjoyed the floss tube community. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And I mean, since then, Sue started dyeing fabric, dyeing linen. And then I forced her into dyeing Ada on top of it. And then I opened up a little shop. Behind me is all these kits and linen and accoutrement. And here we are. So
I know it really speaks to, though, and this was my experience. I've shared with you a lot about opening or beginning to dye yarn. It really just organically happened. And I feel like it's like I'm a big fan of Elizabeth Gilbert's book, Big Magic. I think we've talked about it.
Mhm.
And she talks about, like, it's hard to explain, like how all of us have ideas that are floating by us every day. And you know, when you see that product come out and you go, oh, I thought of that years ago. Why didn't I do it? Well, she talks about these ideas that are floating by, and sometimes we choose to grab them and sometimes we let them go. And that's what it's always felt like for me. It's like, you know, Chelsea and I were podcasting and selling everyone's products by promoting them because we loved them. And people would say, oh my gosh, we sold out. Thank you so much. And we're like, we're both artists. Why are we not producing? And so that's how we started dyeing yarn, which was, are we on year 7 now? Like right around now is when we started.
Wow.
And then the same with fabric. It's like, well, it's just there. Why aren't I grabbing it? And
yes, how funny.
I know. I really, really believe in never forcing something to happen. Like if you feel like you're working too hard at it to make it happen, it's probably not meant to be. So
yeah, it's so true. And I've been the same way, I would say. Definitely. I saw kind of a need, especially during the beginning of COVID, when I wanted to start stitching more. And, you know, you inspired me, and I found it so hard to find stuff online. I was going to all these different places to get what I needed, and I didn't understand stuff. And I was going to all these different places, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be nice to have one place where I could get just what I needed? And I understood I wanted quality stuff, because in the knitting world, I understood that the experience was so much better when you invested just a little bit more and got the right tools that lasted longer. So the price per use, I mean, if it lasts longer, it's worth the investment, right?
Yes. And for me, the making isn't always about the end product.
No.
I want to enjoy that process. And that quality hoop makes a difference. Those quality needles make a difference.
Right. Yeah.
So it's your materials for an artist are so important.
Oh my gosh, they are. So anyway, so here we are. And so where it gets confusing is Sue is the producer of the linens that she ships to me, and then I put them together in the packaging and the labeling and sell them through my shop right now. So that's kind of where the confusion lays.
Yes.
For some
You're
folks.
The finisher. I'm the starter. You're the finisher.
Yeah, I'm the
You're
finisher.
The closer. You
closer. So anyways, here we are, episode 51. We have a winner. We had a giveaway. We had a giveaway last time to celebrate our 50th podiversary. We were giving away the snowball kit from my shop. The option was for a linen kit or an Ada kit that came with all of the called for floss and the button kit. This is the snowball kit booklet by Brenda Gervais. You've all seen it, I'm sure. I mean, these wonderful little.
I'm so happy I have it. I didn't I found it the other day. Like, I do have that.
It's so cute. So cute. So we had a lot of great comments using the word snow, and I did that random comment picker, and our winner is Kathy Swanson. So Kathy, congratulations. You are the winner. You wanted the linen kit, so that will go out to you. I just need you to give me an email. My email is down below in the description box, and do let me know what size gold needle, John James, either a 26 or a 28 count needle you would like included in your prize, and I will send it out to you. So congratulations, Kathy Swanson.
Congratulations, Kathy Swanson. Thank you for watching.
Yes, and I wish I could give every one of you a kit if I could.
But now you do have more in the shop still if people.
Yes, I definitely do.
Perfect.
Yep, I definitely do. For sure.
Can we talk about the weather for 1 minute?
Sure.
It's gorgeous and it's fall, and I have on a sweatshirt and I have on jeans and I have on handmade wool socks.
Oh my gosh.
Is it not like that there?
I think it's in the 80s here again today. It's coming back to you, I think, huh? We had your weather the last couple days.
It's probably going to get warmer by the end of the day, and I'm going to be like sweating. But for this morning, I'm really enjoying it. It's crisp. It's gorgeous. But the downside is my yarn takes a lot longer to dry.
Oh, when it's cooler? Yeah.
Well, you're that in the summer.
Like, yeah. But then in the winter, when your heating kicks in, then it's really fast, right?
Oh, not fast enough, because this room is pretty chilly, requires a lot of heat because it's all windows.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that in front of me is all windows and on the sides. But as long as the sun is shining, I do a lot of hanging outside and then I flip it. So I just had to tell you about that because it feels so good and my energy level just goes up.
I love that. I know. We're going to an art festival tomorrow. There's this community near us that has a beautiful large park, and it's a really nice size art festival, and it's got a beautiful we go through the festival. It only takes a couple of hours and it's never too crowded feeling. They space it out, beautiful artists. And then they have this kind of an outdoor food court, but it's just nice food and big picnic tables and huge old trees and an old kind of cabiny house you can go through with old things to look at. And it's going to be so fun. It's going to be beautiful, but it's not going to be cool enough. I like it when it's a little cooler. I will fly in. So pick me up tonight around 11 at the airport. So fun. That would be so fun. I don't have anyone to play with like that around here. I know. I wish I had a group that would want to, we got to find people. I know. Chelsea and I do. When we were in Vermont last weekend, we went apple picking. I've never been apple picking in my entire life. I don't know if I have either. I've been cherry picking, but not apple picking. Never. And the girls are like pros because they've been going forever. So yeah, it was so much fun. But okay. I mean, I've gone to an apple orchard, but I don't know if I've actually picked off the tree. I have. Now I have to make applesauce with it. I want to bake bread. I want to cook. I want to. Go ahead. Sorry. That sounds nice. I've got bread going in the bread maker right now. I have my sourdough back to life. So tonight I will be making a loaf. Let's go on a little bit of a tangent since we're talking food, and it only makes sense. You got yours too, right? It's in the other room. Yes, okay. I don't need to both hold it up. This is just one of our little acquisitions. Does everyone out there know about Babs? If you don't, did we talk about her already? I don't think we have. I don't think so. Brunch with Babs, Instagram. Yeah, Instagram, if you're not following her, she is just one of my favorite Instagram stories to follow. She is a breath of fresh air to watch. Yeah, she's just a delight. And watching their trip to, was it Italy they were or France? I think France. With her whole family. Oh my gosh, they rented this amazing... It was a house swap. Her daughter in Chicago swapped houses with another family. And first it started out with how she helped her daughter get her daughter's home prepped for the house swap. And that was fun to watch. Very fun. Her tips on how to get your house prepped for guests. And then they did the house swap, and she had all kinds of tips coming to us from France on how to, what to do with like generations when you're vacationing with them, which was so cool. I hope she saved that. I'm hoping. I haven't looked at her feed. You know how you can save? Yeah. I would love to go watch it in its entirety, like not piece by piece. Just yes. That would be really cool. Her highlights, I bet it has it. Yeah. And then she's back now. And now she's got this, what is it? It's like a housekeeping 101. No, what is she doing? She's doing something special. She's doing meal prep right now. That's what it is. Yes, it's meal prep 101. Like how to. And the thing is, she's very down to earth, like day-to-day living, cooking, like practical. She's originally from Chicago, in the same suburb that my family, a branch of my family is from. So now I get it. She does feel like family. She's got the same accent. Yeah.
Wow. So where does she live now?
I think is she in California now? I don't know.
I don't know. I was thinking she was closer to me, but I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, maybe. She is just, and this book, I can't wait to make some of the recipes. The one that I've heard that people have just bought the book for to get the recipe is, it sounds so easy to make. It's a, there's one in here I got to hold my finger in that I want to try, but it's a sausage roll or sausage ball thing with,
oh, I don't like sausage.
It's sausage biscuit bites.
I saw those, but I don't like sausage.
Well, if you do like sausage, it's right here. And it's just with Bisquick.
Yeah.
And Bob Evans sausage, milk. Yeah. And you just make balls out of it.
I was disappointed when it said sausage because that's one meat because it makes me gag. I don't know why. It's the only meat. But you know which one I want to make is the chili, because I love chili, but I don't like the beans. And she only uses kidney beans.
Oh.
Like no other beans. So it's not like bean heavy.
Yeah.
It's like more meat heavy. So I'm going to try that one for sure.
I'm not sure about the picture, but I thought this baked Reuben casserole sounded good too.
Same, but I agree with you on the picture. I'm like, that doesn't do it for me.
No, it should have been a side angle, I think, on a plate. Maybe.
Yes, I think you're right.
But every other picture is incredible in this book.
And she classifies everything like there's Thanksgiving dinner, summer barbecue, Mother's Day brunch. Like I like that.
Yeah.
It really helps you get a menu together.
It really does. Yeah. Anyways, that's my little.
Well, it's so funny because my sister saw your post. I don't know how. She must, I'm not sure. Or maybe, I don't know. Anyway, she might. She actually might. But I was like, she sent it to me. I was like, I know I have to order it. And she said, no, don't. So I knew because my birthday was right around the corner. And I was like, okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's a really nice gift.
Yes. That'd be a good Christmas gift for that person who likes cookbooks.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So on to the comments. There's just a few that I wanted to share because we have a lot of smart commenters. I need a title for our comment section of the podcast. But anyways, okay. So a lot of you do not like snow, but there are a lot that love snow. That was fun to hear.
Yeah.
That there are a lot out there that like snow. There is someone out there named Laura that enjoys watching us. It inspires her to do her exercise at 5:30 in the morning. So Laura, if you are exercising right now to us and we just showed you food, I'm sorry, but
that is so, I wish someone inspired me to do that. Gosh.
Go, Laura, go.
Go. I wish I had written this comment down because there was one that was so clever. She incorporated, you know how people incorporate all the words for the giveaway?
Yes.
And then she took it a step farther and it was so clever. And I don't know what it was.
There was one in there that I was like, that is a wordsmith.
Yes. Yeah.
And we do have a lot of viewers who come up with amazing ideas in the shower.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, read The Artist Way. There's a whole paragraph on it.
Including one of our very own favorites, Teresa Kogut. She even wrote it when we were discussing some other stuff. She even said that is a time.
Yeah, it's a creative, it's a thing. Like I used to think it was just me, but no, it's a thing.
Yeah. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So interesting. We also had so much Blackwing love.
Oh.
The pencil love. Oh my goodness, you guys, you have Blackwing stories. Yeah, that is, yes.
This was not all of them. I added more, but
I was
most.
gonna say, wow, I sent you a lot of pencils.
I think I added the ones from the introductory kit.
Perfect.
Is what I added. But this was my birthday present from Rachel, and I literally died when I opened it because it was like, it's one of those things. I just like, I don't indulge myself. Like, I'm like,
Right.
I don't really need it. Like,
Uh-huh.
it takes a lot for me to buy things. Sometimes it's like, because I can't make up my mind or whatever. So when these came, I was like, so
Uh-huh.
I talked about this. My goal is to get sketching all of my little girls' pictures that I get sent every day. I was looking for the pencil sharpener because that is vital to these pencils.
Yeah,
Vital.
at least a really good sharpener.
But that one is so handy. It fits.
It's a real good German sharpener. It's got a German blade.
And mine is right here, but so yeah, people are loving these, and you know what? Go get them. The introductory kit, I think, is really good if you don't have any.
Yes, it's the starting point set. I think I have 4 more in my shop. I need to order more. People are buying them as Christmas gifts. It would be a really good Christmas gift for someone that you do not know what to get.
And it has the eraser, which, oh my gosh, what did I do with the eraser?
Yeah, it has a eraser, like a eraser pack in it, like a refill. It's got the sharpener in it, and it's got the 4 original pencils that have the different types of lead, so you can try them all out, the firm all the way to the most soft. But let me tell you that I love the matte. That is my favorite. But
That's
all of a sudden, the 602, the next step up, the 602, that's the lead that's in the if you have the little pencil talk here. If you have this one, that's the Blackwing 55. That's the 7th one that came out, where this is found in nature, where it's so hard to explain, but this section plus this section, the widths equal the next. And so this plus this equals this width. It's found in nature. It's found in music. It's a complementary concept that feels good to us and looks good. It's an art. And you know, but anyways, this lead is supposed to be half the pressure, twice the speed when you write. And it is so true. It is the smoothest. Here I go again, infomercial. But it is.
I know.
I honestly, you have to try it. If you have, I know you have this one. So
I do.
When you sharpen it, when you sharpen it, I'm dying to know what you think. But anyway, so I got to tell you though, first of all, someone wrote it and said Stephen King uses them when he writes.
I'm reading his newest book.
I know.
So good.
So anyway, Stephen King uses them. One of my favorite emails that I heard from someone who was actually a friend of Sister Karita Kent.
Yes, you told me that.
This particular volume was made after this woman right here. And she actually is a watcher of our podcast, and just said it brought a tear to her eye that there's something that, you know, is out there that's talking about her still. And it was such a beautiful email. So thank you for emailing me that. And she told me a bit about her and where to find out more information. That was lovely. We had somebody that talked about in the 80s. She was a huge fan, and she tried to get friends to use them and understand how great they were, you know, and was telling everybody about them and loved them.
I'm such a pencil user. I have to get some for Chelsea. She has one because Sandy had sent us both the soft one.
Yeah.
The matte
and then another friend got the Eras pack, which is this is the this pencil. This is like the original old look from like maybe the 50s. And her father was a serious rocket scientist back in the day. And she remembers as a little child taking this pencil and using it for her own sketching and getting into deep trouble from her father for using it. It was his engineering, sketching pencil.
I know. I always have to have separate supplies for the girl.
She actually bought the pack for her father for Christmas.
Oh,
I thought that was such a sweet thing. I mean, yeah. So anyway, I love having these in my shop, all the stories they tell. And anyways, that's a lot. I'm sorry, everybody. I get excited about things.
I love them. I'm panicking. I lost my extra erasers.
Oh, where. I'll send you some more if you need.
I will search. Can you buy them separately?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got a ton. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I actually made a Blackwing its own navigation button now on my shop because I just love them so much and they deserved its own section. So again, my shop, the technology of my shop is like busting at the seams. I need to improve my website, and I've been told by people, just if you can just contain where it's at, that's better than you're going to have much more problems if you try and get it even more better. More
better. That's great English. Sorry.
I know.
I love it.
No, I'm sorry, Miss Hughes.
I love it.
Anyways, so back to Stephen King, I guess, and scary things. This was one of my favorite comments in the comment section. You were called out, Sue.
Uh-oh.
You had mentioned how much you love scary Halloween stitching. And you remember how we had that whole discussion about how I'm a little freaked out by the stitching, the spooky, that diorama thing. And then we were talking about we couldn't sleep at night. And I'm like, well, I just get up. And you're like, well, I don't like to get up. I don't like to go downstairs because it's dark. Well, someone was like, because you have all that spooky stitching in your house.
I know. Well, but we have to talk. We have to talk Stephen King because I have loved Stephen King forever. And then he had, in my college years, he went off the charts and I couldn't do it. I didn't like any of his writing. Pet Sematary, I just couldn't deal with it. It was just too out there.
Really?
But Dave is a Stephen King fan too. So he tends to always get the new books. His newest book is called Fairy Tale. Now, so far, it is so fantastic. It is not, something's about to happen. I will get back to you the next podcast we do, but I am loving it and it's so good right now. I'm only 25% through. It could go really dark really quick and I'm going to have to fold it up. If it gets too graphic and gross, I can't do it. I like just good, scary. So yeah, it's really, I love his writing. I could tell a Stephen King book from a mile away. If I didn't know who wrote it, I would know immediately.
I've never read anything by him.
Okay, so read The Green Mile.
Oh, I didn't even know he wrote that.
He wrote The Green Mile. He wrote, what's the other? Everybody's yelling it right now. The prison movie.
Oh, Redemption. No.
Oh, it's so well known.
Isn't that The Green Mile?
No, it's another one. Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, Shawshank Redemption. I'm pretty sure he wrote that. The Green Mile. Oh my God, it's so good.
Oh my gosh.
And of course, The Shining is fantastic. I know, scary, but fantastic. Oh, the best one. I read it 4 times. It's this big.
Oh my gosh, 4 times, Sue.
4 different times in my life. Isn't that weird? I read it high school, college, young married, and then for a book, The Stand. It's my favorite.
Wow.
I know people can just shut it off now if they don't like it. I love him. I think he is. I love him.
All right then.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to segue this into cross stitch now, but I think we're just gonna move on.
Like the music.
Works in progress. I know. Okay, a cross stitch, shall we? We shall. There, we're past stuff now. Okay.
Take it from here.
Oh, should we do fully finished objects? This is called the Kind and Gentle Woodland Sampler. This will take us from Stephen King to Kind and Gentle.
Okay. You got it framed.
Yeah. Look at my pretty sampler. This is Kind and Gentle Woodland Sampler by Artful Offerings, framed by Paige the Framer.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it though?
I love that. Oh, now I got to go finish it.
Yeah, isn't it cute? Now, she had to do a mat on mine because remember how I started it? Like with like an inch from the corner for some weird reason. I don't know why I did.
It works though. It's so
we picked a linen mat that matched the alphabet. Yeah. And I love it. It's so sweet. Yeah.
I love it. It pops the alphabet too.
And it's a wooden kind of a red cherry stain. And I love it. It's on Dunes at Dusk, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I have information is on the listing. If you want to get it framed by Paige, she's got all the information.
I love it.
I know, it's so cute.
And that stays up, oh my gosh, all through the winter. I mean, forever it could be.
No, look at that little bunny has picked that little ornament off the tree. See, it's empty. And he's giving it to the deer.
So sweet.
I love this one. I love Artful Offerings. This one was just so fun to stitch.
Yeah, I think their designs they're whimsical yet sophisticated.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at that. Or whimsical primitive, I would say.
I would too, because I'm not drawn to cutesy.
Exactly.
I'm not. And this I'm drawn to, and I would keep this up all year, even though it's a tree with ornaments. I don't know.
I agree.
And the colors, I feel like it's Nordic in a way.
Absolutely.
So it works with my style, I guess. Yeah. So that is my finished object this time.
I love it. I've got nothing.
Trying to get smile, Sue, so we can have this be our. Okay.
I love it.
Let's see your fully finished objects.
No, I don't have one. You know what? I almost brought in my witches because they're about to go up. And I just wanted to re-show them, that gorgeous.
Good. When witches go riding?
Yeah. No, wait. The one, is that what it's called? I don't remember what it's called. The long, narrow.
Oh.
The black, all black with just the yellow. Oh, I cannot wait.
Next time, will you bring that to show?
I have that. And then the blackbird. Is that when witches go riding?
Away We Ride.
Away We Ride. I was going to bring them both in. Now, Away We Ride, I keep up year round, but I think I'm going to move it so that you can see it more. Right now, it's in the entrance to the back, like the side of our house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put it right when you walk into the family room. There's a wall to the right and put it right there. And then the witches are going to the other side.
Oh, those are gorgeous. And the frames you chose. Yeah, you got to show those next time.
Yeah, I should have done that.
Sure. For sure. All right. What you working on?
Okay. I have 2 new starts. Well, 3, really 3. And I don't think I worked on I'm telling you, my brain is just shut down. Like this one.
I'm going to help you.
Thank you.
2 minds. Oh, pandemic.
Pandemic.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I worked more on it.
Looks like a little more is done on the
bottom.
Down
here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think I did that. Oh my God, I love it so much.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Pandemic. Long dog.
Long dog.
Jenny is impressed.
I know.
She wrote comments.
Thank you, Jenny. That means a lot to me because you are the queen of long dog, the queen. But I am like a broken record, but I just need more time.
I know.
There's so much I love to do. Like today I started decorating the house and cleaning and decorating. It's like, oh, I just want to enjoy this. And it's like,
we need to learn how do we focus, Sue? And something like how do we just we need to figure out how to focus.
Yes. And because you can get more done. And I think that's why, even though I have one start, I have my birthday start, and that was an intentional start. The other had to be started, and the other in a way had to be started because we had talked about it and I wanted to put a little into it. Having said that, I'm going to show you my birthday start. I'm so excited about this, except, I am such a believer in you don't wait 1 minute to do something because we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So I decided this was my birthday start, but then knew I was going to be in Vermont for my birthday. And I'm like, well, then I got to start it right now. So I did.
Okay. Birthday week.
Yeah, birthday week. So I'm sorry it's not in color because it is so stunning.
It is.
It's Hands Across the Sea, Jane Hopkins, 1875. Go write that down, look up the hashtag on Instagram. They are gorgeous. I did not realize our friend Sharon had started it. And I'm like, did she bring that when she came and I actually saw it? I can't remember.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, but I'm so drawn to it. And I want to say she might have shown me. Sharon, tell me if she showed me. So I wanted to start immediately. So I got all the DMC. I'm just using DMC. And I don't even mean I'm just because I love it so much. I just love it. I got a little chunk done.
Oh gosh, look at that base.
I know.
I love that. Look at that DMC.
It's stunning. I think the fabric is Old North Church. But I'm not 100% sure because what I do is I just have piles of fabric. I never know what they are. Never. It does take on a really weird, it's kind of like nor'easter, how it shifts colors at like different times of day. At night, it takes on a greeny. I love it.
Oh my God.
I'm enjoying it so much.
Oh,
I know. So it's 40 count.
40?
40.
Oh my gosh.
99% sure. 99% sure on that. So that was my birthday start. My goal is to finish it within the year. I think for a birthday start, that's what it should be. I also want to work on it so badly. And I feel like I have to get back to that focus because remember when I was only working on one thing?
Yes.
The hardest part, and I know everyone that watches understands, the hardest part about doing a floss tube is having variety and stuff to show. But I also don't want to get so caught up in that I don't want to just have a million starts. I really want finishes.
Me too.
So I'd like to think for the next 2 weeks, I will focus on this. I'm really drawn to fall stitching too. So I'm struggling with that.
I know.
But
think of it's sampler September and it's your birthday month. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So I think this is going to be my focus. Okay. In my from Diane.
Yeah. I know. Gorgeous.
And look, like, just be impressed for 1 minute, please. Hold on. Hold, please.
Those are the flosses.
Yeah. Only the ones I've used so far. And I'm running out of these little drops. I've got to go get some more. I hate to say this, but I think Amazon has them.
Are they just the regular?
Just the regular, because it's just DMC and
yeah. Yeah, Amazon sells the acrylic kind now too, I saw.
Okay, did you see the ones, Bridget, the museum stitcher, how she's able to use the Trapper Keeper from Carrie, although I think she made it using her pattern, where they're plastic and you do this, but then you wrap them.
Yes.
I think that's genius.
I love that. Yes, she uses, it's a brand out there. We're talking about Bridget, the museum stitcher, who Sue and I both love. And she's knitting now too. I mean, she's a knitter as well, but she's learning to do socks
with my yarn. And I'm so mad. I did not realize, Bridget, I'm so sorry. I did not realize it was you who I was sending it to. I never look at those labels. I just slap them on. I wish I had known, because I would have thrown a little something extra in. So Bridget, I'm sorry, but I'm so excited.
I know. I'm so excited for her too. Of course, I responded to her, or I wrote on her thing, you got to learn 2 at a time, toe up socks. And what kind of heel are you going to do? And I'm like, the poor girl. I probably scared her after death. We're here for you. We're here for you.
Yes, we're here for you. If you need any help at all. My new goal is to get Floss Tubers knitting too, because it's such a nice balance. If you need knitting help, we are your people.
Yes, we are. Are you done with showing that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we show? We had our little knitting out earlier. Sue's got a sock going.
This is not my yarn. This is Michelle, the lovely Michelle from Woolens and Nosh. She designed this colorway for our dear, dear friend, Denise, Earthtones girl. Okay. Let's just bring this full circle. If Bridget, this is for you. The person you really want to look to for your sock knitting is Denise, Earthtones Girls. She has lots of free tutorials on YouTube. Make sure we write that down below. Denise, Earthtones Girl. She is your go-to sock instructor. We are so lucky to call her our very dear friend. And so this was designed for her by Michelle. So this is I have a million socks going, but I'm going to show you this one.
And Michelle is amazing at self-stripe.
I think she's the best.
Yes. And her business is, more about her business than I do.
Woolens and Nosh. So Woolens and Nosh. And we met years ago before she was a yarn dyer.
Oh, I didn't know you were before.
In a class. I didn't either until we did that thing on Periscope that morning where she came on with me. And I was like, wow, I know you. She was like, yeah, we were in a class together.
That sounds like you.
Yeah. Such an amazing, she's so talented.
Oh my gosh. I know. You have to go on her site and look at some of her. I love her Hawaiian shirt colorway. I've got to
place them more on my feet.
I'm getting more back into knitting. So this is the toe up 2 at a time version I was talking about, where you can do 2 at a time. I've got 2 balls going at the same time, and then you can just do 2 at a time, and they're exactly the same.
Yes.
And this toe up, what you'll be learning, Bridget, we're talking directly to Bridget right now. So I'm curious what heel your teacher's going to teach you. Probably the flap and gusset doing the toe up, I'm assuming. Which I learned.
Toe up. I didn't hear that, or I missed that.
She's doing a toe up class. What I like to do is just knit a tube to the length that I like, and then I do a cut in heel, and it's called an afterthought heel, which we would love to show you how to do. Actually, I have a video on the Tree of Fiber Arts YouTube channel if you want to learn how to put in an afterthought heel. So Bridget, we are here for you, and we're here for everyone else. Or
any of you who want to be knitters. Yes. When knitting is good, I need the balance in the car, at doctor's appointments, especially sock knitting. My love is sock knitting.
Me too, because I was just with friends the other day, and I cannot take cross stitch. And
you can't. I can't.
No.
I have a standing Zoom call every Thursday night, and this is what I always. They don't even know. Well, they know I'm knitting because they know me, but you don't even see it. Right now, I could be knitting, and really no one would know.
No one would know. This, by the way, is a colorway that's, I think it's called like Cozy Winter Cabin, and it's by another really good.
He is a great one.
Self-striping dyer named Fiber Nymph.
Lisa. Hers are gorgeous. They're all, honestly, I think they're all gorgeous. You know what I love about Michelle's? I love her base. It's a Targhee base.
Oh, I love Targhee. Yes.
It's a game changer for me. I love working with it. I love wearing it.
I love wearing Targhee. Targhee is a type of sheep for you non-wool people, you know.
And I'm pretty sure I have about 15. I think I've knit about 5 and probably have 10 more of hers. I'm obsessed with, I love striping.
I think I need to go online after this and order some. Okay.
That was the knit portion. I hope.
Yep. I continue to just eke along at this one. I got a little bit more done, not much. I need to find some colors that I'm missing for this. So I'm slowly we already got clue 5. I'm way behind on the strawberry sampler. It's not called the strawberry sampler, by the way. It's called something else, but it's the sampler that's on the Patreon for Teresa Kogut, which we will not go into an infomercial about because we don't need to.
We already have.
For itself. How wonderful her Patreon is. And I'm also working on Santa, which she does now have some boots. Well, a boot.
So good.
I know. Slowly getting my Santa done. That's all I've been at. But this one, I have got myself some GaRon. No, EdMar, not GaRon.
Yes, yes. We're talking. What do you think?
Just as good, if not better, maybe, than my piece.
Get them?
And got them from GaRon Stitchery.
Okay.
Or maybe Fat Quarter Shop. I forget now, but both those places do have them. I have to figure out how I can get them in my shop because I really like them.
Yeah. Size
28. I have to say they have a gold eye. The whole thing is not gold, but the eye is gold. Yeah. I would say I like them equally to Peacemakers at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe.
I don't want to try them.
I might say I like them a little better just because they're the new thing in my, you know how sometimes you're like, ooh, the new toy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Awesome.
All right.
I'm always wanting to pick this up because it's got that needle, and the pack comes with 4 needles in it.
But I think don't I have some John James Golds coming from you? Did I have those in my last order?
Yeah, they're coming.
I think.
Yeah, they're in the magazine.
Oh my gosh, totally forgot.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm overwhelmed because I have another stocking that I have to get done. And then I have to get these finished, which I'm not leaving enough time. I really do enjoy making these stockings. So I am doing this one. It's hard to see.
Yeah, the pictures are not very good on those. They make a nice scenery, but
yeah, it's a very soft one. So it is Elizabeth's stocking. And I only worked on it one day. I am the worst. Like literally, I just look, this is unacceptable.
You know, this is both our very busy time in our shops. I think our works in progress are your finished objects were all the yarn that's going out of your shop, and mine you're going to see in a little bit. I'm going to show you all the new kits that are going in the shop. Truly.
But this was only one day, so
my gosh.
It goes really fast.
A lot.
And I need a color, so I got to go to my shop. Maybe I'll go to my shop today. I can't decide. I need the embellishments. I do enjoy once I sit down to work on them and once I pick them up, but I'm not super excited about picking it up. If I can get it in my hands, then it's okay. if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Is it because you're not enthused about the count of the fabric and the feel of it?
I like all that. There's just other things I really want to be focused on, and it's taking away from that focus. So it gives me a real like choppy focus because I'm working on it going, I want to be working. I'm very pulled.
And that's a should project.
It's a should project. If it was up to me right now, I would not be working on one.
Yeah.
But who it's for is really special. And they asked me, and I can't say no because they're very special and I want to have it for them.
Yeah. Keep thinking about the moment you give it to them.
I know, which I don't know if it's got, and I promised it for this year. And I'm like, oh, I don't feel that. I know I can get the stitching done. I just don't know if I can get the finishing done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that, and I also feel the pressure of, I should have started this a long time ago. Now it's not going to get done. And yeah, voices in our heads, make them all go away.
It's all the shoulds. You've said that to me before, and that has just always been in my mind ever since then. That word is it's a bad word.
I honestly try not to use it. And if I use it, I'm very aware that I'm using it and correct it. It's hard. It's hard. Well,
you are going to be getting this one.
So excited.
I know.
Except I'm going to want to start like 3 of them.
I got a ton of these in. I know they're sold out at a lot of places. So I have a ton in my shop if you're interested. Sue, what people have been asking, what LFA linens do you see for this book?
I feel like I would like to see a little like moodier. Like I want to say, I always go to Covered Bridge. I wonder, do you have a thing of Old North Church? Because that may look really good on that.
That I don't.
Did I not send you some?
Yeah, but it's upstairs.
On your... Yeah. Now, what is that one?
That's a Dunes. That's kind of moody.
I'll tell you what I wouldn't use on it is I would use Popover, which is one of my favorites, and I recommend it for almost everyone. Yeah. But it's too light, I think. I also think, do you happen to have any of the gray? Not Nor'easter, the other gray.
Yes. New England.
Did I send you any of that?
Yep, I have.
I did.
Like that New England gray. Ooh.
I can find that.
Ooh, I like.
Because of all the black, right?
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
That would be a completely different look.
If you want a brown, I could see Covered Bridge. I could see Boston Tea Party. Boston Tea Party may be over Covered Bridge.
The lights. The lighting is horrible, but yeah, Boston Tea Party would be cool. Here's Covered Bridge on Ada.
Yeah. I like that too.
Yeah.
I would say
not green. Is it reading green?
Is it kind of green or it's reading green?
No, it's not a green. Here's Covered Bridge. Covered Bridge is so good with everything.
Covered Bridge is good for anything.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, yes.
It is interesting. I feel like our colors are very versatile.
Yeah, I mean, they're all kind of everyday sampler kind of colors that some have a little bit more of a cool brown, some are more of a warmer brown.
Now, the Boston Tea Party, when you show it, it gives a little bit of a not yellow, but do you know what I mean? Like which I think is good for Halloween.
This is Boston right here.
I think I really like Boston Tea Party.
That would be really cool. That would really look good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you go into my site, the listings, I've put all the brown colors together in one picture, and you're able to kind of really see them better that way.
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm buying them, they tend to, like, if you just do a quick look, they all look the same.
Yeah.
So I have them on racks and I write on a piece of paper what's on every rack. And like top level is this. But then once you press them, they come alive and then you can really see the difference.
Oh, and then you put them together. Oh, you put them together and it's like they're completely different.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Another one that people are asking is this autumn cloche. I'm going to take it out of the packet. They have it paired with it's almost like a grayish, a really light gray.
Yeah.
Sort of, but there's browns in there too. It's a warmer, I don't know, it's coming through.
Gosh, I think I do like those grays because what color are the butterflies and flowers? Are they a blue?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the silk packet that I have it paired with. These silks are to die for. You have to go on my website. The pictures. I love this kit.
The MPIs?
Yes, they're MPIs. They're in the shop right now. I haven't sent out my newsletter, so I feel once it goes out, I think they're going to go fast.
Yeah.
This is a popular one.
Very. I've heard that a lot. I actually think most of the colors we said for the last, because you still have those fall dark colors in there.
Yeah.
So I feel like the same for those.
You're right, because it's the gray and yeah.
Now, one thing though, can we go back to the Halloween? Because I feel like some people may not realize that is a book full of designs.
It is. It's 11 designs.
And they're fantastic.
They're fantastic.
Yeah. It's not just the one, I think some people might not have realized that.
That's a really good point. I just feel like everybody knows about this book by now. Some people probably don't follow.
But I wouldn't have known by the cover because I just don't. Right. Yeah.
If you go on my website, I do have most of the pictures, but I mean, they're just amazing.
Oh, I can't wait.
Teresa is just prolific. And really, these patterns are so the charts are amazing. They're colored charts. Cats.
Oh, I love those.
I know. See, those
I love that style.
Yeah, that has you written all over it.
Yeah, love it. I also think that Nor'easter, because Nor'easter has this like warm, light, bluey gray, which orange would really complement that. Like the orange pumpkins. I think that would be good too. Darn it. I feel like I'm not being helpful.
No, that is helpful. That is really helpful.
But I do think oranges and browns on that. I mean, they're complementary colors, really. So
yeah. There's this one now. These are beautiful. She's going to be doing more flowers like this. I also will be having in my shop the poppies. I know. And I'm doing all the NPI silks as well. And they're beautiful. There's like 3 different blues in here and they're just gorgeous. Now she's done this on 40 count linen it's a linen color. Linen from Weeks Dye Works.
What are the words? Is that a navy blue?
Oh, the words are the words are actually, it's a brown, a dark brown.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay.
Question.
Gosh, it
depends on your.
If you wanna like soften the design a little, I think you could go with the gray because it would like see how with the white it really defines the design. It's like makes it pop.
Yeah.
It depends on the mood you want with it.
Right.
Like I could see it being a little softer. So have the background color take it down a little. I
thought popover would be gorgeous because it's got those yellows and that buttermilky tone in it. I thought with the blues.
It's such a warm color. So it would warm the design right up. I think that's more what I meant to say is to like.
But I don't know. You could also, I guess, go with our, I don't know. I like it with the white, the crispness.
I do too. I do too. I just think it makes it, there's something about the popover or the gray that would just warm it.
Yes. Yeah. Would you go? I know. I thought like a nor'easter.
Nor'easter. The only thing is nor'easter can take on, if I'm remembering correctly, almost in different light.
Yeah.
It blew me away when I turned, because I thought it was one the first time I dyed it, and then like it dried and went into a different light. It's like, whoa. So it can be a more like I don't want to say turquoise because it's not that, but like that warm blue, but very soft. Very.
You're right. That would kind of not go well with that periwinkle blue.
That's what I'm concerned about. Yeah.
Yeah. And that green, but look at those silks. Oh,
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think any of the browns, I think the popover, it depends on if you want an antique look or like a country look to me.
Yes. Yep. I think you're right on that one for sure. Oh,
Love
okay. That's fun to do, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Ordered this one too, Sue. Oh my
gosh. I can't
this
wait.
has so many good things in it. This is in the shop too. The latest punch needle, primitive stitcher magazine. I'm already selling this very quickly. I do still have some in the shop. I ordered a bunch. Last time I sold out really fast, so I ordered more for you all so I wouldn't disappoint.
They're just beautiful to look at. I just have mine by my bedside and I just pull them up sometimes and just look through them.
Oh, I know. They're fantastic. I also have placed another order for the the Merry Friends, the round that you had stitched the last week that I've sold out of.
I love that.
The round. Do you have that close by? Because I don't have any of them.
I love it so much.
Other side. Your back looks just as good as your front from here.
Well, it really doesn't, but thank you for thinking it does.
Yes, that sold out like in 2 days after you showed it, Sue. So I'm getting more in of the Merry Friends with the classic color works. And
it's such a sweet design.
Oh my gosh, it is. I want to do that one. You did it so fast. I think you made us all feel like we could do it fast.
I did it in 2 days. I bet you 3 days tops. And I mean night stitching.
Yes.
Morning and night stitching. So maybe 6 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's fast. The trees are fast. I would say 6 hours if you can really focus on it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. That hopefully will be in with the flosses in the next week or so. And I'm slowly getting in. I showed this the last time. I'm going to be kitting up this country cottage garden. I never say this.
I remember this.
Yeah, didn't I share this with you? This is the palette that they came up with. The it's from Australia, the cottage garden threads.
Oh, it's the ones that Fox Rabbit always
cross stitch the rainbow, and I picked up the Tiny Modernist chart. I'm waiting. I also have the chart from Liz Matthews, and I'm waiting on the chart from Pansy Quilt. Can't think of their full name, but you all know them. And I'm also waiting on a chart from Sweet Wing.
Oh,
Happy Fall, you all one. And I'm going to put those all together with one of the stitch marker, or it's not a stitch marker, it's a needle minder. So that'll be a set. And you should have enough floss to do all four if you want.
I would think so.
They're tiny. So that should be going in the shop, hopefully before the next floss tube goes live.
Well, you also added, keep looking at them. I can't make up my mind. The Israeli embroiderer,
Oh my God. Tamar. Yes. Tamar. I love when I get her. Oh, yes.
Her stuff is beautiful. Her kits are beautiful.
She's just getting, I think, more and more talented. I don't know. So these are just some 4 of my new favorites. I've got some oldies that I love that I rekitted, but here are her new fall ones. This one is called, I see these clustered together. This is called Autumn Lady.
I want to make that for Chelsea, I think.
Paired with the Autumn Tea Kettle. Look at together.
Oh, darn it.
Maybe paired with, wouldn't that be a really pretty? I can't get them all together.
I know. Yeah.
That together, like, I always like things in an odd number, but
Same.
Or you could put. I look at the mushroom. I got to do this for my husband.
Oh my gosh, Chelsea loves mushrooms. This is different. I didn't see those.
It's all Chelsea. She likes to read mushrooms, a little tea. Oh, yeah, you could change the hair color too. Yeah. Make it more Chelsea. And this one, the picture doesn't do it justice. It's just lovely. I want it. Yeah, I mean, the floss is so pretty. Look at how she puts these together.
Her everything about hers are beautiful, I think. Yeah, they're beautiful. I've got a bunch I haven't even started in there.
Another amazing little gift for someone too, I think. I would love to get this a gift. Oh yeah, this little package for the reader. I don't like how you get the idea. Look at those flosses.
You know what I use those kits for? When I can't decide what I want to work on, it's like a palette cleanser for me because they work super. I mean, I think I've got 3 or 4 completely done that I've got to actually finish. Mm-hmm. I need someone to come in and just take all my stuff and finish it. Like the wrap it up kind of thing. Yes. What is it about me?
You need a finishing weekend.
I know.
Or month. Yeah, these are all already pre-stamped on there, so you don't have to deal with it. You just go. And then just some things that are coming soon. I've already ordered the floss. The Wee Santa came, and I'm waiting on the floss. Now, it's tiny this year. It always is tiny. It's a Wee Santa, but she does it every year. This is 2022. I think it's darling. It's tiny. And it calls for all classic color works and gentle arts. I mean, you're going to have so much floss left. This is only, what's the dimension here? The stitch count is, where is it? 72 by 70. And it calls for like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 classic color works and a gentle arts.
But if you're somebody that has stitched a lot and has a stash, I also think you could use yours. I could even use my stash on that, which is not big.
I know. So I'm going to order the floss, but I'm torn. I feel like, will people?
Now tell me this, does she tend to use the same colors for every design? Like, would it be, it might be worth it looking back on like the last 2 years and sell them as a group.
Yeah. I should look into that. That's
that's something that I would grab in a minute. I love this one.
Did I have this last?
Yes.
Okay. These are shop. And then did I have this? I don't think this was in the shop yet. This is rekitted, all the called for. Ready to rock and roll. So check that one out. And then these just came in from Teresa. These are the star ornaments. I love these ever since I did my right here. I'm going to get it out because I can. This is not Christmas, but I love this. This was so fun. I haven't put the little patch on the back yet, but this is just, these are fun and they're not, don't be intimidated by them.
I think I could even do that. I've just got to get out my sewing machine.
Oh, yes. If you follow Vanna Pfeiffer's tutorial, it wouldn't be intimidating at all. But there's the Santa. Look at the reindeer.
Oh, these would be such cute ornaments.
Wouldn't they? I love this one.
Oh, I love that one.
So there you have it.
Okay, so how soon can I retire?
There you have it.
Well, we were talking crewel this week. We got a chance to chat on the phone a little bit, and we were talking crewel. And I really wanted to start this amazing. The texture in this, the layers in this, I would say this kit is not for a beginner. I would kind of say that just because here, so I started and I love it. I was having so much fun. I just picked it up. So this, I have to fill all the way around. It's all chain stitch. So the directions are very good. Like this is step one. Like it says, follow the steps. A very hard thing for me to do. But I'm realizing it's important because there's so many layers to this. Right. So I want the wing to feel like it's sitting on top of this.
Yes.
If I did it the other way, it wouldn't feel that way. And then you look at these wings, there's a layer of gray, and then you work over it, I'm pretty sure, with the pink. So, and
remind me who the kit is made by again.
It is Melberry Hill, designed by Sarah Stevens.
Melberry? Oh,
Melbury Hill. I'm pretty sure they're in the UK.
Okay.
But see, even this petal of this iris, I think there's layers there. So you put and that doesn't mean it's hard per se, but you have to be able to break those layers down and realize.
Yes.
And the part that I'm finding a little difficult, and I'm sure it's for a reason, is how thick these lines are. Like, look how thick that is.
Yeah.
So
there,
I'm just gonna.
It's dense. It's so dense looking.
Yeah, that looks like. Oh, you know why it looks that way? I'm pretty sure that helps you with the direction of the satin stitch. It looks like it's either a padded. I don't think it could be padded because then you wouldn't be able to see those lines. But
so that is an intermediate.
I would say for sure, just because more than the stitching, I think it can be overwhelming. Like to look at the directions and I always hate to qualify something as beginner, intermediate, expert, because to me, if you want to do this bad enough, you're going to figure it out.
Isn't that the truth?
Yes.
You're right.
And if everybody is different, like, I don't know, I always want that challenge. Always.
Yes.
So
I agree.
But having said that, if you've never embroidered with just regular DMC floss, I would start with one of Tamir's. Did I say that right?
Tamar.
I would start with one of hers because she has a small variety of stitches. You get the feel for it. And it's also very different working with wool versus DMC. Yes. For this, it was like, wow, this wool has some stretch to it. So your tension.
True too. Yes, it's cruel. It's called cruel because it's
wool. And I started doing crewel work when I was a little girl, little. I loved it. So I don't say any of this to intimidate. Because I always want to encourage. It's just to realize how the design works. I love it.
Yes.
So excited.
Yes, absolutely. And on that note, I subscribe to the newsletter from the San Francisco School of Needlework and Design.
Ooh,
which is a place I would love to go visit sometime. Yeah, I wonder if Joanna has ever visited there. I told her about it once, but I don't know if she ever checked it out or because it was COVID times, but they have online classes and they have in-person classes, and they have a class. I'm bummed it's happening when I'm going to Winterthur. I think I would have totally done it. It's a class that's it's with Lauren Yeager. It's an online class happening October 6th. It's from 8 to 1 Pacific time. And it's called Online Erica Wilson Design Class. So the whole concept, and Erica Wilson is that designer that was prolific in the 80s, 90s.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
All those hits. Yep. And it's Erica Wilson's work inspired many people to get involved in embroidery with easy instructions and contemporary patterns. With easy, San Francisco School of Needlework is continuing this mission in the spirit of Erica Wilson and has been the recipient of several works designed by the famous embroidery artist. With her embroidery art in mind, we have created our own patterns with a nod to Erica's influence and legacy. In this kit, you will find several patterns to choose from, along with motifs that can easily be used to compose your very own Erica Wilson-inspired design, along with a beautiful color array of yarns, 7 versatile stitches that have been selected that will best create interest for the included designs. The kit contents include fabric, appletons, wools, and a needle. Class kit will be sold separately. We're partnering with Madel as a source for all your material needs. And then it's with this Lauren, who's a textile artist with a particular interest in studying and preserving traditional garments and embroidery. She, this led her to studying with the Royal School of Needlework in the UK and later with the Japanese Embroidery Center and Ecole Lesage as well. She has a BFA in fashion design from Columbia College in Chicago and has received multiple awards for construction and design and costume and hand embroidery from UFC or from the city of Chicago. So that just sounded fun. And the pictures are just, it's total, you got to check it out too. I mean, I would love to take that online class personally. I mean, and just get that kit. And because I'm interested in designing my own stuff with motifs that are out there. I'm just ready to have that kind of fun with embroidery, you know? And if anybody else is interested in something like that, go to their website. I'll put the link down below and check out what they have to offer.
And when is that?
Well, this particular class is happening October 6th, but it sounds like it's something they do every now and then.
Oh,
it's an ongoing.
I'm gonna go over there and look.
Yeah. She's she does other in-person, or she does other online classes as well.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. I thought that was neat.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. It feels like you're painting with thread. That's all it feels like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes. Oh, speaking of painting with thread, that the latest So What podcast with Isabella Rosner was fascinating about Mary. What's her name? Mary Linwood. Oh, you guys have to listen to it. I'll put the link down below to that podcast. Fascinating.
I'm pretty sure I started it, but I was in the car and probably forgot I was listening to it.
Yes. She has a historian who studied a lot about Mary Linwood, and just to pique your interest, she was the very first gallery owner in London in the 1700s. Like any gallery owner, it was a woman.
That's amazing.
That is amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. That's it. I think we've reached the end of our show.
I think we have. I think we covered a lot. I didn't feel like I had a lot to show, but
as usual,
we're kind of in the throes. Oh,
they're like pom-poms. Sue sent me some more minis.
I love minis so much.
Me too.
I love them.
Fun. Yeah. So I'm just gonna, I think, try and work on samplers the rest of the month. I feel like working on that strawberry. I keep calling it strawberry sampler, but I want to keep up with that.
I know. I feel like I might try to commit to the stocking. I've been really stitching at night, and I've been trying to end my days so that I almost get like an hour in before I make dinner. It doesn't work every day, but I'm finally, after all these years of being in this office 24 hours a day, realizing I have to remove myself from this office because I'm always in here and it's so distracting. So I've been actually sitting and stitching like in a chair and not, and it seems to be helping. It's not that I get more stitching down, it settles my brain a little more, which is why I do all these things, just to relax.
I love that. That's good. It's a good transition.
Yeah.
Because if you stay in there, you're answering emails and texts as they come in. And
well, I don't do any of that, thank God. Chelsea does all that.
Oh.
But I'm like, oh, I'll just dye one more. Like an order will come in and I'll be like, oh, if I don't.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I'll dye it quickly, that kind of stuff. And yeah. That's kind of nice. I'm really trying balance.
Me too. Yeah. Well, and I'm going to be cleaning and getting ready for our exchange student
next week.
Yes.
Like, now, what's his name?
His name is Michael, but I do I call him Michael or do I try and sound German when I Michael or Michael? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bud,
sorry.
Hey Bud. Maybe I'll just come up with a nickname so I don't sound like I'm excited. I emailed with his mom. She sounds lovely. And so it's an adventure for us all, but I feel like my house is a disaster, but I have to remember he's not like the Queen Mother. Queen Mother is not coming for a visit.
No. And he's a young man, so he won't care. Honestly, I feel like all he'll care about is food. So
I know.
So be ready with lots of good food.
Babs is going to help me.
Who's going to help you? Yeah, Babs. Have some good American, American food, hamburgers. Like
that's his favorite food. That's what he said.
You're all set. Lots of good cookies. That's what I would be focusing on. A comfy room for him.
Yep. Our foreign exchange coordinator said that, and this is interesting, are there any Germans out there? They said Germans are accustomed to always having towels. Like they need to have their fresh towels available to them in the bathroom and know where to put their towels.
So they don't hang them up for the next day like we all do?
Why? Or they need to know like exactly where they're hung and I don't know.
Towels go. Okay. All right.
And I mean, we do too. I guess we do. I don't know I don't know.
Well, it's funny because when Chelsea comes or Ben, when my Vermonters come, I always want them to have nice fluffy towels. I don't have my own fluffy towels, but I have on each of their beds, I have 2 fluffy towels waiting for them.
Me too.
Isn't that weird? Yeah.
I do that too. Yeah, and I make sure they have like the body towel, the drying towel, and a washcloth. I don't even have that for myself in the bathroom.
Same, I know. And I'm so excited because Chelsea's coming on Tuesday to work with me until
cool.
Girls are coming down, and Justin, I think on Thursday, because they have a wedding down here. Wow. So we'll have the girls for the weekend while they go to the wedding. And
fun.
Next week's going to be a super busy week around here.
Oh, and then it's Brian and my 21st wedding anniversary.
Oh, you're half many years as we are. Wow. Poor baby. That's amazing though.
Yeah, we got married old. We had a whole life. We were 30s.
Oh, you were? Okay. You were early.
I turned 30 on our honeymoon.
Wow. And when I turned 30, I was pregnant with Jake.
Oh my gosh.
And we'd been married 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a whole life before Brian. Poor guy.
I love Brian. One of these times, both of you have to come out.
He would.
I think we would have fun. Very fun.
We would. He would love it too. Oh my gosh. Anyway, here we are.
Never knowing how to say goodbye.
I forgot we were on a podcast. What did we just talk about? Oh my gosh.
We'll cut that part off and say goodbye. Like it.
We've got people watching. Okay. We hope you have a wonderful couple of weeks, and we will see you on the next episode of Floss Toss.
Goodbye.
Oh my word.
Oh, Lord.